Get an exclusive look on behind the scenes on what I experienced of my creative process and challenges I faced along the way. Join me on my filmmaking journey. I'm Ashley Zachary. I am a filmmaker who loves content. Welcome back to the A to the Z show. Have a clear vision. Before starting, know what you want to achieve. This will ultimately help you make decisions and stay focused on the goal. So you always have to know what your end goal is. Even if you don't know the middle, know what your end goal is. So then when things are tossed at you, you can always move forward because you already know what the end goal is. So you have to stay focused and have a clear vision of what you desire as a filmmaker. Start before you start. Create a lookbook, figure out, it's called something different in the industry, lookbook, screen book, a project book where you organize all of your thoughts, all of your images, the world that is inside here. You have to build that world. When you build that world, you have to get it out on paper and or digital. Then you're able to start before you start. Therefore, when things are coming, challenges are happening where you can't get a space or you can't get a space, then you're able to look at your lookbook and go back to the vision. Look at the script. What can you fluctuate or move in the script that still keeps your vision, but also is still living true in your lookbook, okay? So that's something also when you have a clear vision. Be flexible. Filmmaking comes with unexpected challenges, and it's your job to go with the flow. As a young filmmaker at the beginning of trying to do stuff with your friends, I was emotional. When things didn't go my way, I had a problem. Being flexible was granted into me. It's like a second nature now. If things don't go my way, okay, figure out the problem. What is the problem? Give it a solution immediately. So you have to be flexible for the challenges that is up ahead against you. It's going to be there. Nothing goes smoothly, but you have to understand with being flexible, things are just going to bend and bend. And know that it's going to be okay. And I think the initial shock when things aren't going the way that we plan, we like, oh, we go into freeze. Oh, take a deep breath. Breathe. Make sure your team is good. Check in with yourself. It's okay to tell people I need a moment when things don't go your way. And that's being flexible, okay? So always remember that just being flexible ultimately will help the energy on set, help the things that you are doing as a filmmaker. Just understand that. And when you do that, then things will really come to full circle for you when you're able to be flexible. Learn from every project. Each project you do as a filmmaker is going to teach you something new. And it's your job to really reflect after each project. What I like to do with the people that I'm in business with and or friends, I like to have a sit down. And when you are doing projects and you are in a crunch time, you film for 2 days, little missed things are going to happen, etc., etc., etc. It's your job to come as a business owner, as a filmmaker, as a human, just to have those connections. Say, hey, whether it's your friend and or a business associate, both of them, you know, I always push friends into a business thing when we're doing business. We do have the laugh and joke and the love that we do have for one another, but I also say, okay, so on some business stuff, what worked and what didn't work? Okay, after they answer those questions, you ask, for me, this is what I like to ask, what can I do better as a filmmaker, a producer, an actor? I like to, for my friends and I'm working with them, I'm an open book, okay? I ask them precise questions so their answers are their own, and I take it in. Most time when we're talking, we're having a conversation, and or I ask them, can we take notes? Can I take notes? Because I want to really take in and learn from the challenges that we may have faced. And some friendships, some business relationship, the things that you learn, the things that transpired, maybe you can't come back from, okay? But that's okay as well too. But you can still sit down and ask, what can you do better to build on different connections through, you know, the industry that you're in. So for me, really taking the time after we're in post-production of checking in with the individuals that I did business with, friends or new colleagues or new connections, how I could improve. You know what I'm saying? There's always room for improvement. No one is perfect. Things aren't perfect, and if you think things are perfect, throw that out the window, okay? And I say that just with love, just so you can understand of how to humble yourself and really open the floor for things of people to give feedback on. And if 4 people out of 5 is saying the same thing, maybe it's true, and that's okay too. You go back to the drawing board for yourself of how you can improve, how you can take this lesson and make it a teachable lesson for yourself. Hey, maybe you need some more therapy. I'm always in it. Look, talking to a therapist, because sometimes we can internalize things that don't need to be internalized, but sometimes we have to internalize things and figure out what could we do to improve. One of the things my mom say to me all the time, Ashley, at the end of each day, I sit and I think about what transpired that day, how I interacted with people, what happened. Think about every little thing before I close my eyes. So I'm not saying you got to be like my mama, but hey, the gems that she's been dropping all my life has gotten me where I am today, okay? So with that being said, like, really think about the things that transpire with your business associates, your friends, and when you're doing business and everything to that nature. If you are enjoying this video, smash that like button. Click right here for more videos. Work with the right people. Surround yourself with a skilled and dedicated team, okay? That is going to be the premise of your film. And although you like working with homie and this person and that person and their friends and woo woo woo, get someone that is skilled, that believe in your vision. And I'm not saying don't bring your friends along the way, not at all, because I've been doing it, okay? I'm saying go out there and get someone that is skilled and they are putting in their 10,000 hours in their craft. That is the most important thing. Get someone that is skilled and dedicated to your vision and your values of your film at the moment. Do you hear me? There's nothing like walking in or talking to somebody that's excited about your project as much as you are excited, right? So when someone is excited about mine, I'm like, yeah, it makes me all excited. It gets me so excited. Like right now, I'm excited, bursting with energy, because it gets me excited that somebody is believing in the things that's in my head, that I'm putting on paper, that I'm excited about shooting, okay? Collaboration is essential to bringing your ideal to life, okay? A strong team can make a huge difference in the product that you produce, okay? So you want to keep in mind when you are building your team, focus on the details, whether it is the script, the set design, the editing, the actors. Pay attention to small details. Small details can have a huge impact on your film. So you want to make sure from the script to the director to the editor that it is all simultaneously in the same vision. Okay, I know that's a lot, but stay with me. So if you have a script that you put your heart in and you worked with your writer and you doing what you're doing and doing it, right? Your writer has written something that came out of your head, right? I'm not a writer, I stay in my lane. I am a content creator, I am a creator, and I am an actor. I am not a writer, nor do I try to be. It's not my lane, I stay in my lane. But let's stay focused, The script that you have in your head is written up here. Once you work with a writer, the writer writes the script down. Then you ask for rewrites, etc., until you feel it's good. Then you choose a director. You have to have meetings with the director. For me, if I literally want to act in my own stuff, I don't have to be the director, nor am I trying to be. I know that I'm good at acting and producing, okay, and coming up with good scripts, okay? I know what I'm good at. Stay with me. Find your writer to get your ideas out your head on paper. After you lock the script, find you a good director, a great director, a director that is putting in their 10,000 hours. Do you hear me? Look, any craft that you're doing right now, you should be putting in 10,000 hours. That's how people become masters of their craft, okay? So after you find your good director, you want to find you a good editor. And hopefully with the short films or the short contests that you've been into, you've been experiencing people along the way, and you're learning what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Because as the storyteller in me, my writer is going to be golden, because I learned that I love working with writers to get this idea out of my head. After that, choosing a skilled director. Now, I already got a couple of directors I love working with. So then my editor, I already have my main editor, period. He's going to help me out, period. So you really have to be simultaneously with all three. The rule of three, baby, okay? Your writer can write you a story that is exactly what you want. Your director can direct that same story the way you want it, also giving them creative control, but the way they direct can direct a whole different piece. And then by the time it gets to post-production, it can be a whole different story. So you want to make sure that you are staying focused and you are simultaneously working with all three people, keeping your vision alive, okay? It's the small things that count. Enjoy the creative process. Take journey in making the film. The brainstorming process, the this, the that, bringing things together. That is where you take pride in being a filmmaker. Yes, sometimes the stress level is high, but the reward of being a storyteller is the film that you are producing. That last film, that last little bit in post-production, after you have sent it to the sound designer and he bring it back to you, watching your film is like, oh, I did all of this because of this. Yes. It's those little things that just makes you, as a storyteller, for me, that is my reward. At the end is watching people respond to the things that were in my head. The story that was in my head. Me acting, people responding, people having that connection. That's what it's about. Seeing what the reaction, but enjoying the process, the ups, the downs, the problem solving, the things that didn't get solved. You gotta really, really enjoy this process in order to move forward. And I'm a filmmaker, storyteller, and I enjoy every second of it, even if it's stressful, even if I'm learning 20 million lessons on one film. It's what I'm taking away with it. Stay persistent. Filmmaking can be tough and frustrating sometimes. It's your job to stay focused on the goal and stay focused and proceed towards success, okay? You have to stay persistent to success. Stay persistent to your success. Focus on you. If you enjoyed this video, click right here to watch more videos. Peace.